What's good, guys? So I decided I'm gonna take more footage of like some of the day-to-day stuff that we do and see if you guys like it. So I'll show you right now. We got a pretty fire lineup outside, a bunch of random things going on. Right off the rip, I got a, woo, that light though is killing me. F90 M5, we got this Supra also, just fire, but there's a whole nother video for that one. F90 M5, Dina's car. We're gonna do downpipes and a tune on it. I'm gonna dyno it a little bit first, see what baseline's at. We got some of our production downpipes in stock finally, after many months. So we're just gonna verify fitment, make sure everything's perfect before we start selling it to the public. And then, I don't know, after that, I got a pretty nice lineup. M2, EFR turbo, my 836, and two, the 1E92, 1E90, both supercharged got too. So, and fire Supra. And that E30 might look like trash. It might look like a little beat up, but that E30 is fire in the engine bay. It's like fully repainted bay, E36 swap, using the supercharged. We're waiting on some vacuum hoses to finish that car off. So, and my, whatever. So, we'll see if you guys like this. Keep coming, keep coming. Keep coming. Now go that way a little bit. Now I'll put this wheel a little straighter. Now go forward a little more. Alright, you're good. Alright, we're strapped, ready to go. We'll do some baseline hits, see where we stand before we rip it right off the dyno and install some downpipes. So. So, baseline pulls is actually like the highest power I've seen out of the stock F90. A lot of times like 520-ish. This one's gonna be 576 horsepower and 590 wheel torque. About on a spike, like 578 wheel torque realistically. I'm gonna do like a little bit of pre-revs. I'll do a dyno pull from this angle if possible to sort of show you guys what the exhaust sounds like with the stock exhaust. Verbal's a little bit already, and then we're gonna put our downpipes obviously to sound significantly louder, a little bit deeper too.
we doing, Jordan?
Pulling my 80 out, pulling that 90 in, downpipes.
Flex the fire.
Ooh, the fucking the heat. Alright. Next up, E90. Next up, E90 M3. I retuned this car. They fixed a broken O2 sensor, added meth injection next door, and then I'm gonna dyno it, retune it, see what it makes. So, ESS kit, meth injection, should make some good power. Almost ready to take these things out, slam those in. So, this thing makes the E90, just focus, kill me. It's E90 M3 behind me, it's doing pretty good. It made 555 wheel horsepower, 556 wheel horsepower with the old tune with no methane. Turning the methane is running a little bit too rich. It's actually pulling a bunch of fuel. EC's really smart, pulling a bunch of fuel. It's not too happy like that, so I'm flashing tune right now, pulling out a little bit of fuel to compensate for the meth being sprayed. I'm gonna run it again like that, and then I have a few little tricks I'll show you guys on how to pretty much free up power on your supercharged E92 M3 or E90 M3. A few things that like design flaws of almost every single supercharger I've seen for these. We'll do this first though. All right. Cars flash, make some hits, see what it does now. If I tweak more, I'll tweak more. Let's see. downpipes are out. So we got them right here. You can obviously tell which ones are the stock ones, which ones are the aftermarket ones. So, I mean, all the brackets should pretty much match like stock. All of these are literally like the same design as stock if you can look. So, same thing on this end. This reuses the OEM style gasket, which is recessed brackets. So, time to throw them on, make some noise, make some power. Also, while it's raining and it's sort of crappy outside on a gloomy Monday, F80 M3 pulled up, has our tune, has catless downpipes, our tune, made a little, on full E5, made a little over 600 wheel horsepower, which is pretty good for these. Right now I came in, she has her light on, I checked the codes, she has a broken O2 sensor. Bank 102 sensor is like just telling the car needs fuel, just dump it. So like the O2 turns on, start dumping fuel, running crazy rich. So I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do that right now, fix that, or if they'll fix it for us next door and slam a new O2 in it. We have like cars in the lift getting done. So whatever happened. So it's pretty dope. F80 M3 is like great. 600 wheel horsepower, 85 downpipes, drop-in filters. Tune and crank hub fix, max PSI crank hub fix, because otherwise you will spin the crank hub and have a bad day. More cars, more cars, more cars. So before I forget, we got an X3, no, X5 behind me, N55 car. It's like the same as a N55 E92. Came in for a tune. Came last week, I made a few changes to it, so flashing right now. Our catless, came like a normal, one of our, I guess you say, tunes, mild verbal. Nothing too crazy though. So, I also gave up on this car for right now. The Supercharged E92. That car has it's gonna get misfire when I add the meth, and it has a substantial amount more fueling. It got spark plugs recently, so we're not gonna slam new spark plugs in yet. The coils are original, they're old. Pretty much I get 1 or 2 nice clean pulls, and like the 3rd or 4th, it'll start like dropping cylinders. It's sort of common that like that's often what that's what coil packs do when they're going bad. So we're gonna put new coil packs in it. We can't get them until tomorrow. So we'll put new coil packs in that. F90 here is almost done. We're just like figuring out the best way. Like we got all old pipes out, figuring out the best way like get the new ones in, what to tighten in what order to make it the easiest. So hopefully that's done soon. All right, so downpipes are in. I'm gonna make some baseline hits on the car, see where we stand with no tuning changes. Previously, I've seen a bunch of cars with aftermarket downpipes on F90s, is that they vibrate a lot due to like the fitment, or they're not using all the factory brackets, and it shows a lot of fake knock. And then the car actually pull timing. So let's say it runs from the factory 17, 18 degrees ignition timing, it'll run 6, 7, 8 up top, which will actually, instead of making like, let's say it'll lose like 40 horsepower compared to stock. So hopefully ours don't do that, because we've used every OEM bracket possible to limit movement and limit vibrations. So we'll do some baseline hits right here, then show you guys the dyno. So pretty cool. So the car made 636 horsepower, 624 foot-pound torque, and then 632 horsepower. So, I mean, if you check out these gains, here's the after. So, pretty huge gains. The last car that we did, we did like the intake test on, didn't have our downpipes, a different brand, and it was like so much timing. So it was really hard. Like, we did a stock versus intake only, and then we did after the downpipes, and it lost a lot of power because of one timing. But it's pretty neat that the downpipes seem to be a restriction even on stock compared to ours. Let's just say a higher flowing one without vibration. So ours. And then also, I wish I did intakes on this car. I bet it would make another 20-30 horsepower from intakes alone, just from freeing it up. The factory air boxes are relatively restrictive. The tubing's huge, really the filter and the surface area of the filter, you should say. Even if you put a more free-flowing filter, if it's only 4 inches wide by 5 inches, the total wrap, if you put a filter as like a 3.5 inch inlet, you have a lot more surface area on the filter itself. And by putting in the front and the grills, like we do on our front mount intakes, you gain even more and more. So I'm gonna flash the car with our off-the-shelf tune for these mods. Should make like 700, 680, something like that. This car's killing it. Tune's uploaded, make a few hits, see where it's at. I'll check the data log just because it's on the dyno. Normally it's like an off-the-shelf tune that I have set up ready. So it's just gonna work, run great. We'll see what power it makes. I know I was like super hyped a few minutes ago. I was like, oh, it's gonna make 700. It's not gonna, it has stock air boxes. So we'll see where it's at. So at the tune, 660 wheel horsepower first hit. Second hit was 682 horsepower, 699 foot-pounds torque. So you can see this here too easily. So I'm gonna pull up though, just the focus. I'm gonna pull up like just the best tuned run, one of the best stock runs, one of the best downpipe only runs, where like we threw a downpipe in but it's still on stock tune. You check this out, right? Boop 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 boop. It'll focus at some point. Look at this horrendous shading that they've done. So the thing is that here's the after the tune. I mean, you're talking up top stock versus tune at 6,500 RPM. Stock's 555 horsepower, 586 with just downpipe, 665 with the tune. Also down low. I mean, you're talking about insane numbers at like 3,300 RPMs. Factory 548, downpipe 605, and I mean this is. Let me see. This is the most recent. Yeah, nope, I lied. I had the wrong sheet over here. That was. Alright, so I'm going to give you guys the before and after tune. And show you guys like the before after, the best of the best of what's what. So if you look at this 682 wheel horsepower tune, or the off-the-shelf tune, versus just a downpipe. In the mid-range, it does not look like it adds a whole lot, and there's like really good reason for that. Up top though, if you look like 60, I don't know, 6,500 RPMs, if I can click on it, you're literally 559 horsepower to 586 with the downpipe, and 670 at that. Also, if you look at like 3,200 RPMs, 3,100 RPMs, you're going from 595 foot-pounds torque to 614, all the way up to, I would say about 700, 699. It's a little hard to read behind this. Fix that. Boom. Zoom out a little. Yeah, 695 foot-pounds torque at that 3,200 RPMs. So I mean, you're talking about 100 foot-pounds torque down low, 100 plus horsepower up top, tons of gains in the mid-range. Right here though, if you look, it doesn't look like the tune added that much. The reason behind the tune not adding much in the mid-range is our tune, I ran boost a lot. So even though it made a lot more torque down low, that just really like, it gets into boost a little bit earlier. And then my boost doesn't hit like 22, 23 pounds boost until really up top. If I hit it really hard with like 25 pounds boost, 23, let's say pound boost everywhere, it would make 740 foot-pounds torque and probably blow up sooner or later. I'd rather ramp boost, keep it together for longer, and like not, and just let the person drive the car and enjoy it. It's about 100 plus horsepower over stock. And if you look at peak, it's 564, let's say it was one of the peak stock runs. It's about 120 horsepower and about 100 foot-pounds torque peak. So what more can you want? Downpipe tune. If you did intake, it would make even more. Probably another 20, 30, 40 wheel maybe. Something like that. On pump gas. Sick. Alright guys, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed all the random stuff that we do. I'm gonna keep trying to make these, just showing off some of the cars that come and go, some of the tunes that we do throughout the day. Like I said, we're gonna have a full video on the Supra, A90 back there. So far we made a bunch of power today. It's not the highest horsepower Supra in the world yet. Well, I fear a few things, get the RPMs a little higher, but that's gonna be a whole nother video. So thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, whatever I'm supposed to say. Enjoy. Hope you enjoyed it.